Hi friends, this is Chris with Josephine's Designs. So I just finished my monthly for August, so now I'm going to take this part over, flip it over, pull down my other page, and we will do the first week. And then we will put it all back in my planner together. So anyways, I did the monthly with Mermaid, and I just don't know if I can give it up again, but I'm going to think through my other things first, and then we'll see which washi I'm going to use. So I was using this, and I really love it, and I think it is so encouraging. And there was a gratitude turns what we have into an F. Oh, I love her encouragements here. They really are so sweet, and mine completely broke out of its little holder, and that's okay. So I think, I'm just looking to see what I want to do. I love Plan a Happy Life. I think I'm going to put that one on Thursday. I always talk about how joy is a choice. And we can be going through the worst season in our life. But we can either look at it with extreme sorrow, or we can look at it with happiness or joyfulness or whatever it is. And I just want to encourage you to think through, what is your joy? What encourages you? And when we're in those really difficult situations, I hope that you will think on that. I know for myself, sometimes that happens for me, and sometimes it just doesn't. And so I understand both sides of that. But that is something I want to focus on. So you kind of have to plan a happy life. You have to plan things, and maybe some things fall through and you don't get to do it, but at least you're working towards a better life. And I think it's all about the attitude. I really, really do. I love this. Today I choose, and I'm going to put this over here. All right, so let me see here. I think it's going to be today I choose calm. I choose calm over chaos, serenity over stress, peace over perfection, grace over grit, faith over fear. And that's by Mary Davis. I really like that. So I'm going to put that right there. So it will encourage me to focus on those things. Let me see here. Now I want to get things in other places. So, and next week I am moving everything that's in this room. I'm going to be packing it out as soon as I finish with this. And yeah, that's just what I'm going to do. I love always practice reckless optimism and kindness. Seriously, Amy Tangerine. This is the Amy Tangerine Happy Box put out by the Happy Planner, and it is that. It is happy, and I so appreciate it. I'm going to put that right, I think, down here. Then it still gives me room to write, and I hope I can still get a washi in there. We'll see. And I think I'm going to have my mermaids come across the bottom. Whoops, I should have probably pushed that up. Let me see. Will it lift back up? Probably not, but we will try. So, oh goodness gracious. I have joined, and I have shared, I have joined our kind of a gym a town over. And it's more than just a gym. It's like a community center. And lots and lots of things happen over there. And I am super excited to get back to swimming. I had to take a break just due to the chaos of life. And I'm having such a hard time with my knees and my back that it is time. And my husband and I have figured out some things that may be causing my back to have so many issues, but I am super excited. We also both have discussed that any kind of exercise would help at this point. So swimming is definitely on the agenda, and I am super excited. So I am putting my Little Mermaid here, washi, so I can get back to it. When I was a kid, I grew up, like I said, on the coast. I've shared many times. And I mean, our summers, we weren't ever not at the pool. That was a big deal for me. We grew up and the pool was down the street. Plus we had friends and neighbors with pools. And you literally woke up, put your bathing suit on underneath your clothes, and that's what you expected to do that day. It just was what it was. And, you know, I enjoyed that. I mean, I wish that my children would have had that lifestyle, but it did not work for us to stay down there in light of my husband's career. And, you know, and we definitely tried because he did not want to give up that living down there. He loves the coast. He's a saltwater fisherman and he absolutely loves it. So anyways, and he had never done much saltwater fishing until we lived down there. And we had a friend who was one of our tenants. My husband was helping my dad, and ironically enough, the commercial investment property partnership that I manage, he worked for it. And he was the manager of an apartment complex for them while he was finishing up his undergrad degree. And so he had time where he could go, and he could go fishing at times. And so we had a tenant who was an older gentleman. He had retired, and they would go fishing every morning. I mean, they would get up before dawn and go fishing when it was warm. And because it was so far south, there was a lot of warm days. And those guys were, I mean, it wasn't if they caught fish, it was how quickly they caught their limit every day. And of course my parents loved it, and they would cook the fish 3 different ways. They blacken it, fry it, and grill it. And by a really short time in, I wasn't a big fan of fish. I just wasn't. I love shrimp. I grew up eating shrimp on the coast, and that was my favorite. And anyway, so we would take all the fish over and just we'd give it to everyone, and then he would, you know, cook all that fish with my parents, and my mom would do the inside, my dad and my husband would do the outside, and oh my goodness. And then once I was pregnant with our oldest, I could not stand the smell once that happened, and I would hide in their bedroom with mashed potatoes and green beans. That was my dinner. So I just could not. I had the worst morning sickness. It was horrible. And fish cooking was not my friend. But the worst part was when he'd come home from fishing and he'd say, come out here, look at what I got. And I would go out, and I was so sick. And he'd be like, here, take my picture, take my picture. We have one of those pictures. I think it's in our bedroom. Oh my goodness gracious, he was so proud of himself. But it was just too much fun. I don't think he's going to have time to fish this weekend, but I'm sure we'll be back down there soon, and he will go fishing. So it's going to be fun. And he also wants to take our youngest fishing, and she keeps looking at me like, really? Do I have to? I said, oh yeah, all of you guys have to have that rite of passage. Ooh, that is shiny, glittery. Woohoo, I love that. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more, and then I'm going to be finished. So, Together is my favorite place. I love that. Ooh, Simple Joys. I love that. Let me see what else there is really quick. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Choose the things that delight you. Now that is a good encouragement. So I think I'm going to go there. So, because I think it is a choice. I've said this many, many times. Even in the worst times, we choose. You know, we make a choice. Are we going to let it get to us, or are we going to move on? And I'm not always great at that. I've admitted many times over. You know, sometimes it's not easy. I totally get that. So, all right, focus on. And I think that's what I'm going to put over here. Whoops, if I can get it pulled off. Yes, here we go. Instead of notes, I'm going to put focus on. She has done such a great job. I love the gold foiling. And I'm mixing my silver and my gold, and I'm totally good with that. And I think I need something else. Let me see. Oh, I love the hearts. Don't need any paint splotches. I love this, and I'd love to add that there, but I think it's just too much. Okay, and I did put one here, Plan a Happy Life, and I think I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put Joy. So, yeah. Isn't that cute? Oh, doggone. That is just so stinking cute. I think, let me look one more time, but I think I'm going to be happy with that. Let me see. I know I'm going to have some things I need to get done. So, let me stop and think. I think I'm going to work on some of this here. So, many of you know my parents went to TCU, which the color is purple, and I need to get some things done for them. I'd said I would get to it sometime in August, and even though it's the last day of July, I may have to focus on that a little bit. And then, so, we will have big things here. There will be lots of moving things about. And I'm not sure if I'm not going to hire somebody to come in and help. There is a young man who is so sweet that I hear of. I haven't met him, but he comes highly recommended, and I think I may need to focus on that day. And I may need to go again here. So we'll see. I am not sure how I'm going to work this out, because he's also going to be working for my husband, and that's how that will go. And then we are going to go to church. We have had the hardest time getting to church this summer through all the vacations and trips and whatnots in this spring. So I tell you what, there is something to being local in your church. So alright, I am going to put this here because I'm going to have to focus Monday morning on getting everything done and in order, pay bills, etc. So, alright, so here's where I am. Yeah. And I think I'm going to scoot this up just a little bit. I just can't see it enough, and it's too cute not to see the whole thing. So, yeah. I really, really am enjoying this planner. I'm a horizontal planner gal, but I am learning. I mean, I've done vertical before, but I am really learning to kind of suck it up and do it right, okay? Just get on with it. There's a joke in our family. Just suck it up and be happy. So anyways, ooh, I do think I'm going to put some of these cute little things on here. Okay. I like the O's. So I'm going to put that here, and then I'm going to put some X's. Even though nobody knows that but me, my grandmother always did X's and O's, and that just reminds me of her. Ah, goodness, and I think I just put that down wrong, which I think I'm going to have to get my little tool. Hopefully I have it in here. Did I? Yes, I did. Okay, if you guys haven't seen this before on my videos, this is a Creative Memories tool, and it works like a dream. So, because I have dipped nails, it's hard for me. And when I was at a crop recently, a friend told me, you need to get this tool. And so you have the pointy end for putting down, you know, rhinestones, small stickers, etc., like what I would do right here. And it helps you kind of lay it the way you want it, and then you can stick it down. And then this part is the tiniest, thinnest spatula, but it's very strong. And so it gets right up underneath those really skinny stickers. So I love that. Alright, and I just keep that right there with all my stuff. Okay. Ooh, I need something over here. We're not quite balanced yet, are we? Okay. I think I'm just going to do this. Put down some dash lines. So I can talk about church, what happened at church. That will be my encouragement. Alright, I am super happy with that. Let me grab my planner. We'll put it all back together, and then I will let you guys go. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I hope you guys are also getting your monthly prepared. I am an old school teacher at heart, so I've already done like a haul from, you know, Walmart and back to school, you know, supplies, things like that. I do. I'm such an old teacher at heart. I love back to school planning. So, getting calendars set up in August, getting everything ready. My son and daughter-in-law are getting ready to go back and start teaching. They've had their summer off, and I just can't tell you, I mean, there's that line in that movie, I think it's You've Got Mail, where the smell of school supplies or whatever it is, but I do love it. I was at Walmart this morning after I took my daughter to school, and I was just like, oh, all the back to school supplies, did they add more? And they had. I picked up a couple of things, but nothing major to show you guys, just some cute little zipper folders. So, and you know, it just is one of those things. I've recognized this in myself, that when back to school supplies come into play, it so transitions over into, you know, planners and scrapbooking and things like that. So it works out well. And I do not have that in well, so hold on one sec. But I am this is the time of year where I just want to get all my planners out, work on everything, get everything in order so I can get busy. And to be honest, this is going to be my first year that, you know, in a long time where I'll probably decorate for fall. I didn't for so long because my parents were so ill. And then we lost my parents, and, you know, there was no room to put anything up, so I'm super excited. Okay, and I don't know, there's just something about fall. It's crisp, you know, it's cool, the changes of colors of leaves. We don't have as much of that here in our area of Central Texas, but my husband and I are trying to get a trip together to go see fall foliage in New England, and I don't know if it's going to happen, but we sure hope it does. But it'll be fun fall. So here's my August. I shared this with you guys in another video. Here's my first week next week, and I'm ready to go. All right, my dear sweet friends, I pray your day is blessed, creative, and so very, very lovely. If you're getting excited of back to school coming soon in August or fall, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what your favorite things are when it's back to school. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We'd love to have you. And again, comment, share, whatever you'd like to do. I'd love to know. All right, friends. Thanks so much for being here. I'll be talking to y'all soon. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.